feel like this song has a tone.
Ooh, those red eyes were cool.
Flavor.
Ooh,
Sinner is the young, I think.
I think so. I think he's the 94 liner. Because the song has a tone.
It
Don't
does.
know what I mean. It has a tone, okay?
Bumpy road.
Oh, wow.
That was cool.
Ooh. Nice switch up. That melody to that part right there. I love that.
Yeah.
Nice.
I love that ripple effect in the choreography. That was...
Oh, yeah. I love the green hair.
Me too, especially against the yellow background.
See, and then we got crop tops, and that makes mesh shirts. That makes me so nervous.
And those white suits are really cool, but then they have like the skull. Oh wow, skeleton
Gloves?
like gloves.
Yeah. That part.
Wow. Yeah.
Hey, K-pop fans! Welcome back to K-CordGirls. Welcome if you're new. I am Free.
I'm Mer.
And today is our beginning of the month binge video, where we put up a poll of groups that we've never heard anything from before, and you all vote, and the top 3 are our beginning of the month binge. We check out some new groups. We did some serious digging for this past binge, because I swear it feels like we're starting to run out of new groups to check out. I don't know.
Right? Yeah.
Yeah, and we've been getting...
If there are legit new groups that we have never heard, definitely give it to us. We get suggestions, though, a lot, and we appreciate it, but there's a lot of suggestions that we've heard.
Yeah.
Them, and it just doesn't work for the beginning of the month binge.
Yeah, even if we haven't reacted to them on the channel yet, that doesn't mean we haven't heard anything from them before. So like most older groups, I feel like we've heard for the most part. Yeah. This time around, for our poll, we had DCrunch Addiction, which they have been on our poll for months and months and months. Black Level Infection, Newkidd Come, BZ Boys Find You, and BAE173 Jaws. And our winners are, in third place, Newkidd Come, which they were actually for a while there, they were neck and neck with BZ Boys before they finally won third place. DCrunch in second place.
We're so happy for them because they were on there forever.
Oh yeah, they've been on our poll since like
November, I think.
November.
Because
we put them on the poll, and literally like weeks later, they disbanded. Right after we put them on the poll. And they disbanded in November, so. And then our first place winners are BAE173 Jaws. So that means Black Level and BZ Boys will go on to our binge poll for next month. We did do a little bit of research ahead of time going into these. Most of these groups, all 3 of these groups, have members that are of age and babies. Our first place winners have mostly babies. And sometimes we say babies even if they are of age, but are still just way too young. Someone that's like 18, I'm not gonna comment on their looks. That might be of age in the US, it's not of age in Korea, and it's just a little too young.
Right.
But
yeah,
they have like I think 2 or 3 members that are like in the okay, I can say something range, but I don't know their faces by heart, so I don't know what to say if that happens. I don't even know if we're gonna need to say anything. But yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm just gonna play it safe because whether I look it or not, I am old enough to have teenagers, and not that I do yet, but nope,
Yeah.
nope.
Yeah.
Too young.
And then I think Newkidd and DCrunch both have like almost half really young members and half of age members. DCrunch has was it DCrunch or was it Newkidd? Newkidd has one member that's like 94 line, and then everyone else is like 97, 2000, 2001. Like wow,
2003. There was
2003.
One,
yeah,
like, he was 94, and then there was like an 03
for their
liner
matinee.
for
Yeah,
their matinee, and I was like, dang, that's a 9-year difference. Not that there's anything wrong with that, but I don't think I've ever seen that before.
Yeah, not in a group where you have like mostly where everyone for the most part is around about the same age, and then you have like one member that's just like so far from their age. Yeah, normally if there is a big age gap from the oldest to the youngest, then the rest of the members all kind of like fill that gap, almost like stepping stones of ages, sort of. But this one was just like huge jump. Anyways, so yeah, so we'll see what happens. But I'm happy for DCrunch. Happy to check out these other groups as well. So yeah, with that said, we'll go ahead and jump into things. But before we do, if you like this video, go ahead and hit the like button, subscribe for more, and what else, Mer?
Hit that bell.
Also, reach out to us on our socials, come chat, hang out, talk with us in Discord, and you can check out our exclusive reactions on Patreon. And as we normally do, we're going to start with our third place winners first. So that would be Newkidd, which I don't have subtitles for them. I did go and look at both the company, the label's video, because the label had posted the MV, and then like they have one from like their official Newkidd profile on YouTube. Neither one of them has subtitles for me. So it is what it is. We just gonna watch. Ooh. Oh, I like the beat.
Yeah. Okay, so you know that one right there. He'll pop up again because he keeps giving the camera looks.
I feel like this song has a tone.
Ooh, those red eyes were cool.
Yeah, the red contacts were awesome. Someone else had really blue ones too.
Flavor.
Ooh,
Sinner is the young, I think.
I think so. I think he's the 94 liner.
Yeah. Got that one.
Yeah. That like growly kind of tone. Oh, I love that.
It has a very like savage undertone to it. I really like it. I think they're going for like vampire.
I could see that. Yeah.
I like that echo too.
Yeah.
It's like the rap and then the...
I really do wish we had lyrics though. Because the song has a tone. You don't know what I mean. It has a tone, okay? Oh, wow.
That was cool.
That was awesome. But yeah, the song has a tone, and I would like to know what it's about.
Right.
Oh, Black Roses too.
Right.
Oh, nice break.
Ooh. Love the choreography too.
Yes. I think I could even see like the vampire vibe even in like the background. Some of it has almost that like Victorian type.
There's a lot of neck touching and like, I don't know, just the styling and all that just makes me think vampire. There was a few other things too, and like the backgrounds.
I could see that.
Flavor.
Wow.
Wow.
Let it flow, let it flow, let it go now.
Those contacts.
Right? I don't know. I think his eyes were brown and then he blinked and it turned red. That was really cool.
Oh, see, they all got the red now.
Yeah.
Yeah, see, the red eyes
That was
makes me
the-
think vampire.
Yeah, me too. See, and then the laying down on like a pedestal. Yep.
Yeah.
Laying down on the pedestal thing and rising, kind of. Yeah. That
I'm
was
getting vampire vibes.
right.
I'm all for it.
Right. Oh my goodness. Wow.
That
I
was
want
awesome.
to hear more.
Yeah.
I loved it. Yeah. That was so exciting.
Oh, yeah. I love the sound. I love the beat. Like I said, it had a tone. I would like to learn what the lyrics are because it has a tone.
I wonder if there's a lyric video we could find.
Probably. We'll probably have to look that up. But those like deep growly voices, like before the chorus drops, that's just had such a good impact. Oh my gosh. Yeah.
When they're young is dangerous.
Yes, he is. I will say that.
At least it's the young that's dangerous. There was some of the younger ones too that kept giving looks and like these little smirks and stuff. I'm like, sir, back off.
Yeah. There was
You are-
one that kept giving looks, but he also had like a really like round baby face.
Oh yeah.
That I was
Yeah,
like,
he was one of that gave a smirk, and I was
Yeah.
like, "Look, I don't know your age. I don't care. That look has got to stop, but don't stop because it's a killer. Go kill somebody.
yeah,
It's not me."
yeah. It was like a contrast of like that one's gonna be a handful when he gets a little older, if not already
Right.
a handful for girls closer to his age. But at the same time, it was
Right.
also like, oh, because he had this
Right?
baby face.
Right?
Yeah, I'm gonna have to look
People
at these
get
numbers
so
again.
mad at us. Please don't get mad when we go, "Aw, they are too young for us." We
Yes,
can go,
us
"Aw."
personally.
Please do not get mad at us. Like
Yeah,
some of these guys are babies, all right?
yeah, yeah, yeah. So with that said, we're gonna jump into our second place winners, DCrunch. This song is like 11 months old, so I am excited to hear it. I'm happy they finally won something. It sucks because we normally try if we can to avoid putting groups on the poll that have disbanded because I don't know. I'm not saying you can't get into a group once they've disbanded. You absolutely can. But for me personally, I like getting into a group that I know I can kind of have like a future as a fan,
Right.
like,
yeah.
stuff coming in the future.
Right.
But this one just so happened like literally weeks after we put them on the poll, they disbanded.
Right. Yeah. Yeah. Because there's been a couple of groups where I've gotten into them and found out they were disbanded. And it's just knowing that you're going to reach an end is discouraging, I guess.
It almost, it kind of almost like dampers your enthusiasm to want to listen to more.
Yeah,
It's
you
like,
know, eventually you're going to run out and there's not going to be anything else.
yeah, it's almost like I would like to check it out to like, see if there's more songs that I could add to my playlist that I would really like.
Right.
But I don't know if I'd be able to like hardcore stand a group that's disbanded. I don't know if I would put in the time or the effort to try and get to know that group and their members, unless of course they had like solo careers or something afterwards that I could look into. But
Right.
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I'm gonna watch DCrunch. This one's got a. What is up with these beats with this one and the last
I
one?
don't know, but that's cool.
We're getting like some darker vibes for this month.
날카로워진 내 매서운 눈빛 가빠지는 듯한 내 신호흡이 전진의 하나 둘씩 신호하면 다시 조심해 내가 오늘 좀 이상해 내 손에 걸려드는 소리 도망칠수록 걸겠다니 힘이 들리기는 너무 늦은 걸 난 이제 뭐라 해도 널 곁에 좀 더 끌어보려 해 어떤 밤이 오기 전
Nice switch up.
왼쪽 가슴 가운데 새겨버린 네 자리
Freaking love his hair.
Right?
네 모습은 더 깊어져가 점점 더 가 To run away, run away Get you on my radar now
Oh.
덫을 놓고 숨죽여 your mind 끝이 보일 순간엔 다시 매달아 되돌리게 I'm so fast, speedy 벗어나 샤리 몸이 빨리 붙잡아
And I see a crop top. Really hoping this is a found in the crop top because, like,
I'm with her.
yeah.
다운 순간 굳어버려 역시 너를 찾는 시간은 360 가슴 깊숙이 스며들어가 벗어날래도 이미 멀리
I really like their sound.
Yeah.
나지만 I'm sorry 나는 미리 정해졌으니 이미 들리기엔 너무 늦은 걸넌 그냥 말해 말을 답해 Just tell me and I'm okay 어두운 밤이 오기 전 우리 사이를 보려 해 왼쪽 가슴 가운데
I like the hard beat in the verses. I swear when that chorus drops, it almost has, I don't know how to explain it. Epic sound to it? I don't know. See, it's like so much coming in at once in the instrumental there.
Right.
It sounds so good. That melody to that part right there, I love that.
Yeah. Ooh.
Nice.
I love that ripple effect in the choreography. That was
Oh yeah. I'm not gonna lie, going into this, I thought we were getting like vampire vibes again, but I'm not so sure now. I don't know. I'm trying to figure it out. I don't know. Wow. I like that kind of like outro.
yeah.
Normally companies have like an intro going into their artist videos. That one had an outro though. That was cool. Yeah, what is up with these groups this month? Going hard right away with these like just interesting beats and switch ups and sounds. Like my goodness.
Right? That was cool. Unfortunately. I know it sounds terrible, but when I know a group is disbanded, like part of me is like, oh, please just like hate it. But I don't.
No,
So-
it sounded so good. I
Yeah.
do wonder. I mean, this is a group that's like recently disbanded. So I wonder if maybe their artists, if any of the guys have done anything solo or plan to do anything solo.
Right.
Because they're still
really
relatively young. Yeah.
Right? Because that's why I was surprised. We went and looked up ages, and I was expecting an older group because that makes sense. You know, sometimes they just want to
Mhm.
do different things in their career. And I was like, these guys are young. Why? What in the world?
Yeah.
Like beginning career stuff.
Yeah.
Shocked.
Which like we had looked and they had what it looked like over the course, like it looked like over the course of 3 years they lost like 3 members.
Right.
So I could see how maybe that probably contributed to
Mhm.
it. But yeah, they're really young to have disbanded. So I
Yeah.
really hope some of them are going to do solo stuff or who knows, join other groups because that still happens too, you know?
Mhm.
So yeah, I love the sound though. I really do. Now, with that said, we are going to be going into why is everything all English auto-generated? Because the auto-generated is like not at all helpful.
It's not actually, yeah.
Yeah. I feel like most of the videos we've come across over the last like week or two have been like very few of them have had subtitles.
Yeah. Weird.
Frustrating. Yeah, we're going to watch BAE173. Jaws, which I like the name of the song, so curious to see how this is going to sound. But yeah, I'm wondering if we're going to get another hard hitter to round out this month's binge video.
Right? That would be like, I mean, yeah, that would be ironic, but yet at the same time, if it was like opposite, like if it was like soft. With a name like Jaws, though, I'm just thinking
it's going to be
hard hitter.
Yeah.
If it was refreshing or soft, I'd be shocked. So
I'm sorry. Okay, I'm sorry. So like obviously like Jaws, I think of like the shark, you know?
Right.
So then it's like if it was like soft Jaws, are we talking like baby shark? Like what is Oh goodness. Yeah, I'm expecting a hard hitter, so we'll see. Okay. Yeah.
Oh wow.
I love the green hair.
Me too, especially against the yellow background.
Yep, hard hitters already. The color play.
Yeah, that is really cool. Look at the hair. That is okay. The green hair guy. That hair is live.
Yeah.
It is so bright. It's hard not to look at it.
Right. See, and then we got crop tops, and that makes mesh shirts. That makes me so nervous. This is the group with like the least amount of age.
Ooh, these guys had better be the ones of age. Look out.
Oh, I love that though. That like kind of growly tone again.
Mm-hmm.
And then oh wow.
And the rapping.
Yeah, there's rappers. Sick flows here. I like the little like eye makeup and or face makeup and stuff for the outside scene.
Me too.
Their formations are really cool too.
Yeah. And those white suits are really cool, but then they have like the skull. Oh wow. Skeleton
Gloves?
like gloves.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That part.
Wow, yeah.
Oh, I love that part.
The filming of this.
Yes.
It's so cool. And the effects.
Oh yeah. I'm just so zoned out with like the overall like sound. The sound is so freaking good.
It really is.
That part. Oh my god. Wow. Sir, you better be of age. That's all I'm saying.
He basically stole the show for me. Not that but that hair, holy cow.
I'm going to double check something. See, but they don't all have...
I can't tell because none of them have the green hair.
Trying to look at faces, but it's hard. It's hard to tell.
Because he had the green hair and contacts in, and between those two, there is no way I'm going to be able to pick him out.
Off of these pictures, no way.
No.
Dang. Okay. Okay, so this is the group that has mostly younger members. Younger to us, anyways.
Right, there was like maybe one or two that was okay. And
yet it seemed like half the group was flashing some kind of skin. Either crop tops or mesh shirts or just shirts that were just a teeny bit too short to where when they lifted their arms, it flashed something, which we all know those are, intentional.
Right.
So I'm really hoping that those are, the older members. I feel like we have been seeing a little bit of a pattern here where either some companies or some groups have been, I don't know, either allowing or pushing their Maknae line to show a little extra. And I'm sorry when they're that young. They just shouldn't.
Yeah, I agree. I'm really not okay with younger because like I said, I'm old enough to have teenagers, and I almost have a teenager, and I would not be cool with my teenager showing that much.
Yeah.
At all. So.
Yeah. And I mean, and that goes for boys or girls, even the girls, we've seen like a lot of younger female idols debut recently. And I feel like some of the concepts and some of the outfits have been a little too much for those ages. But yeah, I'm really hoping that was Youngline. I really am. I mean, even Youngline is still a little bit on the young side for us, but they are at least technically of age, and I feel like you need to be of age if you're going to be flashing all of that. You need to be of age. Yeah.
I found green hair guy. That's not too bad. He's 2001.
Oh, that's not too bad. No.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, that's
like the cutoff point normally.
That is my cutoff point.
Yeah.
But yeah, I feel the same way, guys or girls, like you said, because I don't know. Here's the thing: is whether you should or shouldn't. And obviously, we don't. We have points where we're like, this is too young. This is where we've hit the point where this person is too young, and there will never be a point. Anybody born that year, it will never be a point where I'm like, okay, now that they're of age. No, it will forever be out of my, that's too big of an age gap for me, personally. And the thing is especially when they're underage, whether it's okay or not, K-pop idols or like stars in general, but definitely K-pop idols, are sexualized, whether they should be or not. And you don't need to push that along, especially if they're underage. You don't need to push that along. Agreed. That's my stance on it.
Yeah.
So
like we've talked about it before with other idols that are like really, really, really young to where they're not even legal in like the US, kind of young.
Right.
And we've watched, we're not going to say we don't thirst. We're not going to say we don't sexualize idols. Obviously, it happens. It's human nature. It is what it is, but we also try to not just solely focus on that aspect. As you can see with these groups here, we were focusing more on the sounds. But like, we have watched like, thirst trap compilation videos, And then a lot of the times it's like, our favorite groups or our biases or this or that. And there was one recently that I had actually sent to Mer during one of her live streams, just as like fun, because I like to jump in her live streams sometimes and send her fun little videos that, just spice up the night a little bit. And there was one where it was like all like groups and idols that we very much freak out over. And then there was one that was of someone who is, like I said, not even legal in the US. No.
Yeah.
That should not. I mean, if you want to be a teenager and thirst over someone your age who's not of age, go for it. Right. That's your age bracket. That's, go for it. No, not for us. And I don't think they should be included in videos like that. I don't think that image should be pushed for them. You want to do that when they're of age? Go for it. But
yeah. Like Free had only watched like the first few seconds or so and saw like generally what groups they were. And this one that was very much so underage was at the end.
At the end, yeah.
And it like all of the other ones that she had seen and knew were okay. Literally like 10 plus years his age.
Yeah.
Maybe a few that were like in the 5. All of them were very much so well of age in that compilation, and then they threw him in. And I'm sorry, it's just, look, I get if you're a young teenager thirsting after other young teenagers, cool, I get it, I was there, but I just, in this scenario, the person that put that together, no shade to, I don't know how to put this right, but basically, he shouldn't have been mixed in with adults, and he was.
Yeah.
And yeah. So, it's okay for us to have limits, all right?
Yeah, we're allowed to have limits. So, anyways, I'm gonna get off my soapbox about age and skin and all that, and say that I absolutely loved the song Jaws. That song hit, so it might have even been the hardest hitter out of all 3 of them. That like. Again, all 3 of them had this like growly kind of moment where like the vocals just got super gritty sounding. Oh, I loved it. I love the sound.
Yeah. They all hit very differently. They all hit their marks perfectly and hard, and so impressed with all 3 of them.
Yeah,
that was cool.
Oh yeah, and the dancing too with BAE173, which I'm hoping I'm saying that wrong, right? I'm saying BAE173. It could be BAE173. I don't know. You never know with the names that have numbers and whatnot thrown in. But their formations with dancing, they really and I didn't take the chance to really count and see how many members they have, but that's a decent sized group, and they really use that to their advantage to make these like pictures with their formations. I just really loved that. I love that kind of like just interesting choreography. Yeah. This
is one where I'm gonna have to probably watch it several times over, because it was very overwhelming in a good way, because the song was fantastic. And then the music video itself, like the effects and stuff, were phenomenal and so cool. I love what they did with it. But then also the choreography was very catching and cool, and it was hard to focus.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
But in the best way possible.
Yes.
So.
Which, I mean, in reality, it only had like 3 scenes. They had like the white studio scene, then the outdoor nighttime scene, and then the chopper pad outside scene. But they had so much going on. They had this almost like comic book effects. Yeah. And then so many color changes and switches. That's when you it's so creative when you have a video that has just these like 3 basic scenes, but they don't feel basic because there's so much going on with the camera angles and the effects and the color change scenes where they like sucked out all the color from like everything except for like maybe a few key pieces or like hair or clothes, and then they brought it back in. It just makes it feel more dynamic,
right? And the green haired dude, which I think is Muzin, Muzin, that's what his name was.
Okay.
Muzin. Okay, so at one point in time, the editors used his hair to their advantage because, green screen. They kept changing. They would change his hair color and stuff with that, which I just thought was so cool and so creative.
Oh, yeah.
So
definitely.
Yeah.
Yeah. And the overall styling was really cool. They all had like kind of like a hip hop styling for the most part, except for when they got into those white outfits, which was like suits, but it was still, I don't know. It was like gangsta suits because they had on these like skeleton gloves with them, which they had the skeleton gloves on with the black outfits, but that felt more fitting. But even though it didn't fit the white outfits, it still works, and I loved it.
Right. Yeah, because those suits could have been very much so romanticized and in a, like, because of the lace and stuff, the laced up sleeves and I was like, man, that could really go. That could be a soft concept suit if you used it for that, but because they paired it with the skeleton gloves and the song, and it made it even I don't know, harder. So I'm overall impressed. The whole thing, I'm just impressed. And I can see why they were first place.
And I will also comment again on the when they're in the black. I noticed it mostly when they're in the black outfits. The overall styling they did for like the makeup, there was like extra like makeup on the eyes. There was some that had like almost like fake tattoos written on. There was just different, or like even like gems and jewels. I just loved it. It looks so good.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm with Mer. I can see why they won first place. That was awesome. I would love to check out some more music from them.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah. So with that said, we will go ahead and wrap this up. Hopefully you all enjoyed it as much as we did. Looks like we found, some more groups to check out, dive into, hear what else they have. But in the meantime, we'll catch you all later.
The reactions in this. Yes. She's got big, gorgeous eyes. Oh!
Oh, don't do that. Don't do that. Don't. Ooh.
Oh my god. Yes.
Ooh.
Yeah, just do it. No, don't stop her. Just let her do it.
No. It's getting hot here. It's just turn my fan back going.
Oh my gosh. I really like this routine.
It's the look mixed with that.
Why? You had to hit me in the feels. Look at all those jaw drops. Every time my heart just goes.
Oh my gosh, yes.
I can't tell them the